Hi guys, so Jason from JVA Carpe Adventures, and you joined me on March the 15th, so it's a Friday. I've actually taken a day off as yesterday was my birthday, so this is actually what I'm classing as my birthday session, guys, so pray that those carp gods are good to me. So for this session I am actually at Thorpe Fishery in Chertsey. So I have been here twice before with Connor. I have caught on both occasions, so I've really got high hopes to be catching this time. But for now, let's just roll that intro. Right guys, so like I said, I am at Thorpe Fishery in Chertsey for my birthday session. I'm in swim 45, which I can tell you has been a treacherous walk around here with the barrow. I've had to do 2 trips because it is very muddy, very treacherous. But because you've got lovely girls here, they did pre-warn me, so I knew to come with wellies. I've got my waders on at the minute. I'm going to give you a little walk around the swim in a second just to show you what it's like. Now, the idea was that I'd get the rods out quickly, but there started being some rain drizzle coming down, so I was worried about it getting heavy. So I set the bivvy up first, then got the rods out, and now I'm doing the little intro part. So first of all, I think I'm just going to give you a bit of a walk around the swim, guys, show you what it's like. The swim again is underwater where you're actually meant to be fishing from the platform, but that's alright. I've come a little bit back of it this time. Rather than put my rod pod all underwater, I've decided to put it back, just make sure I've got the line going down, so it should be okay. But let's give you a little look at the swim, guys. Alright guys, so there you can see my bivvy. I've got my distance sticks over there. Let's just take it off the tripod and we'll give you a little walk around. So obviously I've got the Quest Defier Mark II in camo. Loving this bivvy, guys, it's really good. I'll probably do a link in the description below. I'm not fully set up obviously, so it still looks like quite a mess in there, guys. Not tidy, but it's what it is. But let's show you what the swim's like. So I have got the rods out, solid PVA bag towards this little island in front of me, but I mean, you will see, hopefully you'll see, it is crystal clear, gin clear water here, guys. Really beautiful water here. I'm going to take you out. Don't know how clear it's coming out. Yeah, so you can just about see that, guys. There's a bit of sunlight there. There you go. So this is the platform, but if you see my leg, that's how much underwater it is at the minute, guys. So obviously normally you'd be going from here and casting out here, but I might come out to the platform to cast. I've got the waders on now. I didn't when I initially got here, I just had wellies, so I might be doing that. Now, one good thing I've got, obviously I've got an island right in front of me, which is really close. Oh, actually, I don't know whether I can be able to zoom in enough on that, but there's just some motion just off of the corner there. I don't know whether it's a duck or not. I wasn't really looking, if I'm honest, guys, so we'll keep an eye. Yes, it was a coot. Okay, so I'm not bothered about that. But I've got this area to my right where swims 46 and 48 aren't actually fishing, and I spoke to Chloe on the way in and she did say they do come down this channel at times, so just listen out for them. So if they do, I'll be getting a solid PVA bag on, and unfortunately it's awkward to cast because you've got this tree right in front of you, but I can do an underarm cast over here and see what's what. Hopefully this is not going to get picked up over here. So whilst I've got the camera out, I'm going to let you know where I am, guys. I'm just over towards this island, about a rod length and a half off. I did an underarm cast and it wasn't very good, if I'm honest, but it was just my initial cast, so I'm not too bothered. And then I was told go out towards here 16.5 wraps, but I did it at 17.5 wraps, guys, because I did it a little bit further back than what I'm standing now. I probably even could have gone to about 18 wraps, so maybe I might re-wrap that. But when I put the lead out there initially, it did feel clear and it did feel alright. This place has done me in for weed many times. It's a bit of a nightmare in the summer, but it seems alright at the minute. So fingers crossed, guys, fingers crossed. Let's see what we can do. But rain is about coming anytime soon, guys, so I'm going to get the camera back inside, but I'm going to try and give you as many updates as possible on this one, guys, so stay tuned all the way through. Alright guys, so it is Friday, just trying to check on the time, about 1:45. I have put the rods out for, I don't know, probably about an hour or so really, just while I get set up, so about an hour and a half. So I've put one of them out where I've actually just seen a fish bosh, which I'm hoping is about that 16.5 wraps area out in front of me. Might be a bit further, I might need to go to 20 wraps, but I've put it out there now with a load of boilies, so I'm going to zoom in a little bit. Now, where you can see these lot all the way over here, I am, you can say nearly halfway, I'm not quite halfway, but nearly halfway towards them, and that's a solid PVA bag with a red tuna wafter in there, and I've put about 20 krill 20mm baits around there using the throwing stick. I might have shown you that, guys. So now my next rod, let's just move the camera a little bit, guys. So my right hand rod, I've got an island literally right in front of me. I'm sure they probably patrol around there like most fish do. I'm not going to go super tight, probably within a couple of foot of it, 2.5 foot of it, but I am going to get it in about there, guys. So let's see if I can get you a picture of that. Happy days, was happy with that. Let's see what happens. Look at this bad boy, guys, he's coming right up to me. God, they're not shy here, are they? Yeah. It's the bivvy. It's right on top of me. Listen, mate, if my rod goes, I'm running. So you need to get out of the way. Alright, mate, waddle back. Afternoon, guys, just thought I'd give you a quick little update. It's about 3:30 Friday. Rods have been out a good few hours now. Nothing on either of the spots, no liners, no anything, no backlids here, so you know I'm hoping for a liner or two. But I have seen a couple fish show, well, either one fish or two fish pretty much in the same spot though, so looks to be about 20 wraps out in front of me over towards the guys over the other side. So I've wrapped up one of my rods. I'm going to leave the ones that are in currently to probably till about 4:30, guys. The right hand rod that I've got towards the island, I'm happy enough with that, so I'm going to leave that. But my left hand rod, it's at about 17 wraps. I think I'm going to push it to about 20 wraps and get a solid PVA bag out there later, guys. So quick little update. At least I have seen a couple fish show, which is good, but they're pretty much in the middle of the lake, to be fair guys, so I'm going to head over there later. Evening guys, so Friday evening update. I think I may have said earlier there's one rod I'm probably going to move later on. It's my left hand rod, so I'm just going to move it to the left of this island. Again, it's just a solid PVA bag. Get that focus. Solid PVA bag guys, small one, just going to whack it out there. Morning guys, so Saturday morning update, just gone 5:30, and obviously that lack of footage means I've had nothing once again. God, my time on the bank's getting boring, isn't it guys? So I've actually been to Thorpe on 2 other occasions and caught on both of them. My last visit here I actually had 6 fish. And I was with Connor, he had 4 fish, so we had like 10 fish between us in the 48 hours. We were in different swims. I've not been in this swim before. Sorry, not been in this swim before. And as we do, we always question everything we did. And I'll be honest, daytime yesterday, I was going into the middle of the lake. There's a fish that jumped a couple of times there, or a couple of fish that jumped out of the water, middle of the lake. Now, if I go straight in front of me, that's not actually my water, but the next 2 swims along, nobody's in them. But I didn't want to be in that water last night, knowing that bite time here, it seems, is around like 10 o'clock-ish. I know when I got here yesterday, the girl said, look, you want to get your rods in straight as soon as you can, because that guy had to fish about this time. So I know bite time's around 9, 10. So I didn't want to be in that water and then have to bring my rod in if someone turns up. I know I looked online and I could see no one was booked in, but you never know. Someone could book in lastminute.com and I'm in their water, so I didn't want to do that. So even though I did see fish, I didn't get anything off the daytime. So I moved into my water last night at about 18 wraps along the side of the island, and I left the right hand rod where it was, which I now think was probably too close to the island. I was about 2 foot off. You would have seen me cast it yesterday, so I was only a couple of foot off the island, and I've looked at a couple of posts on Facebook page and it seems I should probably be about 6 foot off. So about 5 o'clock this morning I decided I've had nothing on it. I know bite time's probably about 10 o'clock ish, so I pulled that rod in and redid it at about 6 foot. And even though I was on yellow, I've actually gone to a krill boilie at the minute, and I've put some about 10 freebies over it. So yeah, bite time is coming up. I have seen a number of bites through the night. I do believe I've had a couple of bites through the night here previously as well, so a little disappointed, but I'm not sure whether I was going to say I haven't heard any alarms go yesterday, but I've got the M25 directly behind me, so I'm not totally sure I would hear them if I'm honest. Sometimes when you're on lakes like this you can hear them talking and they're all the way over the other side of the lake. I can't hear any of that, so I suspect, I haven't seen them reel anything in, but I don't know if any alarms went off during the night at all. But I haven't heard anything at all. So I'm gonna wake up, well, not that I'm not awake actually, but I'm gonna have my coffee. I'm gonna have my coffee, still lovely and hot. Watch this beautiful water in front of me and hope, pray, I see something jump out in my water, because I'll be honest, at the minute everything I saw yesterday was literally directly in front of me. Isn't my water, it belongs to the 2 swims to the left of me. But if no one turns up today, then I know that it's going to be free. Then to be fair, I might move back, because at the minute it's the only place I've seen a fish bosh out. So, you know, I'd be crazy not to. To anything, I'll be honest, I think I slightly struggled getting my, shamedly to say, but I think I I did clip up at about 21 wraps. I thought I went to 17 and a half, and then when that bosh jumped, the fish boshed the second time, I had a really good view of it, and I was like, I think I'm a bit further forward, so I re-wrapped up at 21 or 20 and a half wraps, and struggled to get it quite there, if I'm honest, on my cast. So yeah, I might move. I don't know whether I actually want to move down a size in bag or not up. I don't know. I'll have a think about it, guys. But yeah, if nobody moves in, oh, I've just seen a fish bosh, but way over the other side, definitely over the other side's water. But good sign, they're starting to move about. So happy days. Well, let's hope, fingers crossed. Pray to that's something I haven't done. I have a little key ring, guys, that my son got me, and I normally put it on my rod pod, and you know what, I haven't put it on, so I'm going to find that, and I'm going to go put that on my rod pod, and I'm going to have my coffee. So guys, sorry I've had not any fish so far. It is looking like it's going to be a nicer day today than yesterday, although there is rain forecast again. And the worst is, guys, oh my god, it's going to be raining tomorrow morning when I need to pack up, and I struggled getting through the mud here. It was really bad, and I've got a 3-wheeled barrow, so it makes it a little bit easier. So the guys that are here yesterday, they did an overnighter, and they caught, but to be fair, that they are where the fish are at the minute. They caught, but he was telling me he was really struggling getting his gear back to the van and all. So yeah, tomorrow morning's not going to be fun. Not looking forward to it. So I better at least have some fish to show for it. So fingers crossed I can get into them today. Thanks for watching, guys. Morning, guys. So I just thought I'd show you how close I am to the M25. So obviously you've got the noise of the road all night, you've got the street lamps on all night, but if I just point the camera up and zoom in, that little bit there is the corner of a sign. There's a lamp post. So that's how close I am to the M25, guys. I'm literally, there you go, back in focus, right on top of the M25. Let's give you a little look of how beautiful the swim's looking this morning. It's starting to look like a nice day. It will be raining later, but for now, look at that. Absolutely beautiful. Really nice, beautiful morning. Now all I need is them bad boys to rip off. Fingers crossed, guys. Alright guys, well, it looks like putting my son's little key ring on my rod pod helped me out, because not long after I got this little bad boy in the net. It's not even a small bad boy actually. Looks fairly sizable. Happy days, number 1 in the net. Lovely common. Let's get her out, weigh her up, and see where we're at. Morning, guys. So, finally got my first one this morning. After putting my son's little keyring on, the left-hand rod went, which was down the side of the island, about 18 wraps. I had it in the net retainer, got the rod back out. Now let's get her out. 22-pound common, guys, my first of this session. Beautiful fish. I have got the light facing me, so the colours should be good for you guys, because it's a beautiful fish and I want to do it justice. She's definitely going to play up. She's been feisty. Absolute beaut, guys. 22 pound. Look at that, absolute beauty. She's been feisty, so I think I'll just take some pics and then we'll get her back. Alright guys, so just going to release fish number 1. She has actually been resting in the sling for a little bit already, just while I wanted to get the camera ready in the water. So we're just to hopefully open that up. Hopefully give you one last look at her. Look at that. What a beauty. And off she goes in the super gin clear water. Thank you for the visit. Morning guys, so your Saturday morning update, and as you would have seen, I had that lovely 22 pound common from my left hand rod, which was about 18 wraps along the side of the island towards me. Now, I had the owners come round. They always come round, do rig checks and all, guys, which is great, and obviously tapped them for some advice. So I did have one close to the island which I actually moved this morning about 5 o'clock. I figured it was maybe too close, so I moved back it off a bit to about 6 foot off the island this morning. That's done nothing so far. Now the one that I've had about 18 wraps alongside up the side of the island, it seems is really where I want to be fishing. So speaking to the owners, they've said, look, you probably want to try and get 2 of them up that spot. And I'll be honest, I'm probably going to take the camera over there later and show you. It's kind of dicey, guys, because where you've got the island, there's a lot of branches that are sticking out into the water, and you kind of got, I think, about like a 6 foot shelf around the island that you want to be on. If you're not on that shelf, then you're in 20 foot of water. So to try and get 2 along that side, I think is going to be tricky. I think there's a good chance I could get up a tree, so I'll probably end up filming it for you later, guys, just in case that's what happens. I think the winds are actually coming from that side as well, so it shouldn't push it towards the island, it should actually push it away. So they're coming southwesterly, so might be okay. I'll cast it with a bare lead first a couple of times, see how I get on, but I should be okay. Fingers crossed. So a few things. Firstly, I did my scratch card on the way here, won a tenner, and I've had a fish. Okay, great. The other thing was, this morning about 5 o'clock I realised, no sorry, it wasn't 5 o'clock, about, I think it's probably about 6:30, sorry, I realised I have a little key ring that my son got me, little Fortnite key ring, got me a couple of years back, and I kind of always put that on my rod pod as my good luck charm. I'd forgotten to put that on yesterday because the rod pod's partly in water and that sort of thing. You know, I forgot about it. But I thought, oh yeah, I must put that on. So I put that on this morning. Half hour later, the rod went off about 7 o'clock. So yeah, happy days. That was good. So that's going to stay there now. But bite time is now. Really, when I got here yesterday, it was about 9:15, and I was for a 10 o'clock start, and they said, look, you want to get your rods in as soon as possible, bite time is now. So I think I will probably leave the rods in, if they're saying now 9 o'clock, I'll probably leave them into about 10:30 today. I normally pull them in about 10, but I'll probably leave them into about 10:30 today, just to see what happens, see if I can get another bite. Sorry, I've got the aeroplane going past. Obviously I've got the M25 right behind me. Heathrow is on the flight path here, so you'll have to excuse the noise, guys. I will try and speak up, or just wait, might be a better idea. Alright guys, so airplane seems to have gone. Totally forgot what my trail of thought was. So yeah, anyway, I'm going to leave the rods in till probably 10:30, 11 o'clock today. Then I'm going to bring them in. The owners also said about trying different colours, so I kind of stuck with yellow, and I was doing my own krill. And they said the krill has produced, or dark browns and dark reds, which I've got, has produced. But they also mentioned about trying pink. And I don't think I actually brought any pink with me. I have got one pink sweet corn, which is actually already made in solid bags. So that is going to be going out next for sure, along with a yellow. And for later, I've got a few rigs to make up. I think I've actually got some Parker Baits wafters. So I'll probably end up pulling the pinks out of them and make a few pink bags up, guys. So for now, I'm watching the water. Again, same as yesterday, middle of the lake, loads of fish have bossed out. I've seen at least 4 bosh out. Normally when they jump once, they normally jump again, so I might put the camera over there later with a zoom lens, just give you, hopefully have a chance of catching some fish jumping. It's always good when you can see that. But other than that, guys, it's looking quite nice and bright at the minute outside. I'll swing the camera around in a minute to show you. It is looking kind of nice. Unfortunately, I've got some sort of branches restricting my view a little bit, and I couldn't really put the bivvy elsewhere, so I have to stay where I am for now. But yeah, let's swing it around, guys, show you what the water's like at least. Oh, I'm probably going to be all wonky donkey, guys, sorry. Yes, just a little bit lower. Oh, that's not the right one. There you go, straighten up a little bit for you guys so if it doesn't look all wonky. So I can't really zoom in much on this one, guys. So that is my swim. You can see the rods down in the bottom corner there. I'm hopeful. I think once I redo the rods at about 11 o'clock, I'll probably go wrap one of them up now once I've redone them at about 11 o'clock, I think, fingers crossed, I might start getting a fish or two. Back to me, guys. Sorry, you got me again. Right, zoom out a bit. And it's all wonky again because I've just set it for the other side. There you go, sorry guys. So, I'm going to wrap one of my rods up. Obviously it's a 2-rod rule here, guys, so I've got 1 rod wrapped up spare. I'm going to wrap that up at 18 wraps in a minute, get that ready to get out at 11 o'clock, then bring one of the other ones in. Now I don't want to wrap them both up at 18 wraps, to be fair, so I might do one a little bit past that, or I might do one 17 and a half, one at 18. Just see how I get on. But my main concern is, guys, if I'm honest, hitting the branches that are sticking out from this island. They are sticking out quite a bit, and I really need to get tight to the island, like within 6 foot. So yeah, that could be dicey later, guys, so stay watching, and you could see me end up a tree later. So yeah, that'd be fun. Not alright guys, thanks for watching. Let's see what updates I can bring you. Hopefully some more fish. Alright guys, so Saturday afternoon, 12 o'clock, going to be getting the rods out for the day, hopefully redoing them about every 3 hours, but I'm trying to get a solid bag out about 18 wraps just to the left of this island. So I thought you might like to see, because there's a load of branches sticking out. I'm going to go as close as I can without hopefully hitting those branches. So should give you a laugh if I do get it up the tree, guys. Alright guys, well that one wasn't a disaster. The next one might be. It's at 22 wraps, and I'll be honest, I'm not 100% confident with a PVA bag I can get out there. I can get out there with a lead and a lead clip. Solid PVA bag? I'm not certain, but fingers crossed, here goes. Well, surprisingly, I did actually hit the 22 wraps, which was a bit of a surprise, but there you go. Okay, so both of them are 18 and 22 wraps. I think the 18 one was a pink pop-up corn, and the 22 wraps was another yellow. Obviously, I've had the bite on the yellow, so that's what I've got a lot of faith in. Both have been pumped with liquids. One of them was Susie Moore Pacific Tuna, and I think it was OG Fish Flat Spot from Parker Baits. Alright guys, so I've got my fingers crossed. Hopefully these rods will go off at some point. And I'm going to sit back, watch the water and enjoy the day until it rains. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you can see that, guys. As always, something's got to go wrong. I had a series of 2 wind knots on this, and undid the first one to reel into the second, and then just thought, sod it, I can get away with 2 rods this weekend, let's write it off. So that'll be something I'll have to deal with at home. Ah, such joy. Alright guys, so just going to put my rods out for early evening. It's about 4 o'clock on Saturday. Just reeled them in. Going to be doing it slightly different. I'm going to go tight to the island, but before the first bush this time. Some guys have moved in next to me, and one of them's fished this swim before, and he says, no, if you go towards that bush that's sticking out, get it close enough to that, you'll be alright. So I'm going to try that. And the other one I'm putting out way past that, solid bag again. So they're both going to be Parker Baits OG Fish. One's a yellow, which is going closer, it's going to be the first rod I put out, closer to that bush, and the other one's going to be a pink, which is going to be past that bush. Hopefully I don't end up in a tree, guys, but there's always every possibility, which is why I thought I'd film it. Well, I did literally get it in the bush and pulled it back a little bit, but that's good enough. It's in tight enough, which is the main thing. Alright guys, let's get the second rod out and hopefully not mess it up too much. Don't know how well that came out on the video, guys, but bloody hell, that's about as tight as I could get. I thought the line was really going to hit the island, but I was just able to hold the rod to the left enough that the line dropped just past that bush. That is as close as I've got, so that one should definitely be a bite. In fact, I think both of these should be a bite, so fingers crossed. Hi guys, so Saturday early evening update. It's about 4 o'clock. I've just put the rods out, and I'll be honest, I don't normally film me putting the rods out and all that sort of thing, but there was a good chance I was going to end up in the bush on this one, so I thought I'd film it and show you. But in actual fact, my first one, I've gone about 13 wraps to a sort of V in the island just in front of a bush, which is the bush I've been trying to avoid the whole weekend. So literally just in front of the bush, clipped up with just the lead and sort of got it just in front of it. But when I cast, you'll see anyway, but the bag sort of hit the bush, which is as good as I wanted, but I pulled it slightly so it kind of bounced back, hit the bush and bounced back, but it's still in towards the island, which is where I want it. So it's not as close to the, you know, forward to the bush, but on the inside, perfect. So that's as good as I can cast. That's it. Now the other one I was doing at 18 wraps, which is past the same bush, and I've been told you've got to get it as tight as possible to that. Well, I kid you not guys, it dropped, and had I not moved the rod left, my line would have dropped on the side of the bush. So that's as close in as I can get it. I was right on the edge of the platform here, going in, and that's probably about as good as casting as I'll ever do, guys, to be fair. So both of them rods have gone out on, oh, I've got some here, so let's show you. The old Parker Baits OG Fish, sorry it's not going to be in focus, but the old Parker Baits OG Fish wafters. These are the 12mm version, guys, so they're quite nice. The owners here advised going for pink, so I caught on yellow yesterday, so one's out on pink, one's out on yellow. So happy days with them. I'll tell you what guys, it's probably the most confident I've been since I've been here, to be fair. Both of those are exactly where people say you should be fishing this swim. So I am on them spots. Fingers crossed I'm going to get one for you tonight, or why not more, I don't know. The only thing I will say, I said it's about 13 wraps to that point, but that's only because Chloe told me yesterday. I didn't actually wrap it up today, I just did a few casts and clipped up. So I should have really wrapped it, so that if I've got to get back there tonight in the dark, I've got a better chance of not getting in the bush. So oh well, maybe that will happen. Anyway guys, that is your Saturday update. Thank you for watching up to now. I really hope I can bring you at least another fish or two before tomorrow. That'd be ideal for me. That'd be really good. Nice to have a bend in the rod this morning. Let's see if I can get another one tonight, and then maybe another in the morning before I leave. Incidentally, tomorrow's going to be a nightmare leaving, guys. It is going to be raining mostly all through the night, well, from the early hours of the morning all through the night up to about 9 o'clock, and I've got to be off at 10 o'clock, so I'm either going to be packing away totally in the wet, and the journey back to the car park is treacherous. I had a guy help me in a few swims down where the worst patch is. He came and pulled the front of my barrow on my second load, so tomorrow's not going to be fun, not when it's been raining all through the night as well. So yeah, it's a shame I don't film that, guys, because you'll probably see me falling over, but oh well, I've got that to look forward to. But let's hope I can get another couple fish today. Really got my fingers crossed. Obviously this is classed as my birthday weekend celebration. My birthday was on Thursday, fishing Friday, so yeah, I could really do with a fish or two, couldn't I? Make it the best session I've had this year, that'd be good. Alright guys, I've got my fingers crossed. I've prayed to those carp gods and the universe. Let's hope I can bag a few more. Morning guys, so your Sunday morning update, it's 6 o'clock. First I've probably got to go back to yesterday, because I think the sunk I may not have covered yesterday, so I'm going to let you know about it. If I have covered it already, my apologies, I'll cut it out when I'm editing. Now I think I've already said I got the rods out as good as I could yesterday, and I was quite happy with where they were and quite confident with where they were. So 12:30 last night, the left hand rod goes, and I'd only just been up at 12 anyway, so I wasn't in a deep sleep or anything like that, so got out quick enough, pulled into it, thank you very much, pull it up, tighten the clutch just a click, not too much, it was still going a bit, so then I tightened it one more click, that was it, got it, and then it kited right. Now whether it's because I'm asleep or I'm just not thinking about it, or because I don't know the water or what, but I did not think about snags, and otherwise I would have literally locked the clutch up and just held it tight. So it's gone into a snag. I think it's actually probably gone around the back of the island, because where I was about 22 wraps past the island. I think it's gone round the island into a snag, so locked up, walking backwards, no, that ain't happening. Alright, let the clutch all the way off, take loads of line, put it back on the rod pod, set it back up and hope it's going to work its way out. No, that didn't do it, guys. So I ended up, whatever it was snagged on, it snapped the line, and that was that. I think the fish probably got rid of the hook, because it felt like it was probably in, you know, tree bark or something like that. It felt like it was in absolutely something rock solid, so I'm fairly certain the hook's dug into something proper. I don't think the fish was on it at all at that point. So I lost one, 12:30. Absolutely gutted, guys, I've got to be honest. I was really gutted. I'm really pleased with the casts I've done. They're a bit dicey, if I'm honest, because there's branching sticking out, but I thought I did alright. It did make me wonder if maybe the line was over the branch, but I don't think it was. So it's raining at the minute, and because that one I put out last night, I wasn't quite happy with it. I didn't go tight to the island, obviously, not in the dark. I wasn't going to do it. So excuse me guys, just want a sip of coffee. So I wasn't quite happy where it was. I knew it was going to be in like 22 foot of water, so reeled in, 5:30, cast it back out. First one I cast way too left, way too far, which is probably where the original one from last night was, so I thought no, sod it, I'm going to do it right. I've only got a few hours left. Brought it in, put another solid bag on, and I kid you not, I literally must have cast it on the exact same last line as yesterday, because had I not put my rod over to the left, my line would have dropped on top of that branch for sure. So I'm pretty certain I did miss the branch. I sunk it down over to the left, then brought it to the right towards the rod pod side, and I think it's gone underneath. But it does make me pretty nervous just in case I get another bite from there. I haven't got it totally locked up, but I know I can get down there pretty quick, so if I do, I'm literally gonna, if it goes off before I go, I'm gonna have to run down there, lock it straight up, put left on it straight away, and make sure I pull them out from, you know, wherever they're trying to go, because I do not want to be losing, you know, another rig and line and getting snagged up before I go. So yeah, I'm pretty gutted at the minute, guys. That one at 12:30, although I was probably only playing it for maybe 30 seconds before it done me, it did feel pretty good. Pretty gutted about that. But that's fishing. I know I probably, no, not probably, I know I haven't done as well as probably people that have fished this swim and know this swim, mainly because I'm just too nervous of casting on top of this branch. It's really sticking out quite a bit. I really don't want to hit it. I do know I want to be on the inside, but like I said, that last cast is definitely where it wants to be. It's definitely on that shelf. There's no drop in it really, so I know it's not got into 20 foot of water, so yeah, that should be alright, fingers crossed. But now you've got packed down, which I'm not going to do just yet. I'm going to have a coffee, I'm going to have a porridge probably about 7 o'clock, and then start packing down probably about 8 o'clock to be off by 10, and praying I'll get another fish, guys, because one and done seems to be the best I've done lately. It's been really bad. I don't know what's going on, but I do know, you know, if I come here again, I think I'm going to look to go to open water. That snag's really bad that I got caught in last night, so yeah, I'll probably look to go an open water swim here. Also, because I'm struggling with PVA bags I mean, I did hit the 22 wraps, but I need to be able to, on a lead clip I could go, you know, 25 wraps, but on a solid PVA bag it wasn't quite, you know, I got it out to 22 wraps a few times, but a couple of times also I didn't, which means, you know, you've lost that bag. So I've got in touch with Terry Edmonds and asked availability for casting tuition. I think I need to do it, don't I, guys, really? I need to be able to cast out much further if I'm going to be going to all big venues this year. So, fingers crossed he gets back to me, I'll get some tuition done. Sorry guys, I'm looking at, it's raining at the minute, and with the overwrap I've got, obviously it does let it drip off the front. So I think I'm going to put like a rain guard or something on it, like it's got on, or piping, like it's got on the main bivvy. If it had one of them on the overwrap, it would drip off the sides rather than in the front, because I've got the door down at the minute. I've still got drips coming in, so I think I'm going to do something about that at some point. If I do, I will put it on the vlog so you can see, guys. Something else handy you can do. Alright, well look, I'm going to have my coffee. Pray that I give it another bite before I go. I'd really like to be able to bring you at least one more fish. So, praying to those carp gods. Thanks for watching, guys. Sorry guys, just one more quick update, just to let you know. This Sun Blesser bivvy light that I have done a review for, I will put a link below, is still going since that first review. I'm going to switch it off now and you will see it will give you a dimmer light, dimmer blue light, and it looks like there's only one LED left. So that to me looks like there's only one LED, so that means there's 4 LEDs, so you know I'm about 25% left. But I'm going to run that until it dies, and then I'll let you guys know how long I got out of it, because it's been really good, I'll be honest. That review was quite a way away, and I've had it on during the nights just to see if I can test it fully. So yeah, been really happy with that. If you don't know, it's one that comes with a remote like this, guys. Sorry you won't see it with that light, but yeah, so I will get back to you guys and let you know how that's been. Hi guys, so it's about 8:15 Sunday morning. Nothing's happened so far. Now is the time I'd really need to be packing away and leaving, really, because they have staggered start times here, 8, 9 and 10. I was a 10 o'clock start time, and obviously it's going to take me a couple of hours to pack away and that sort of thing and get everything back to the van. But on that front, I messaged the Fishery, probably Chloe, who's answered. I said, look, it's meant to stop raining at 10, is there any chance I could, you know, save packing away till 10 just to avoid the rain? Replied back lovely and swiftly, yeah, no worries, you're good till midday, don't worry about it. Really nice, really good customer service here. Like I said yesterday, they came around, gave me some pointers, pointed me in the right direction. So really good service at Thorpe, guys. They are really nice people here. Unfortunately, I've not done the doing this swim like I should have, but mainly because I didn't really want to go really close to this branch. But that's the recommendations for this swim, is that you go really tight as you can. Obviously I lost that one last night. It's got snagged on something, so that was bad. Have got the rods back out today now. Obviously, like I said, I would be pulling them in now and start packing down, but I've probably got another hour and a half at least. I'm going to watch what time the rain is going to stop and then have sort of everything ready to move when it does stop raining. So firstly, I'd just like to say thank you for watching. This has been my birthday session, and at least I haven't blanked. I had that £22 common yesterday morning. I still really would like one more fish before I leave, guys. So, you know, if I do have one, I'll obviously pull the camera back out and we'll get footage of that. I can have the camera in the bivvy while having everything else in front of it, even if it's raining, so that'd be fine. So, obviously I've hit 1,000 subscribers by now. The giveaway would have been done and someone would have won, whoever that is. Congratulations, well done, thank you for subscribing to my channel. But guys, if you're watching this and you haven't subscribed, please hit that subscribe button. It doesn't cost you anything to subscribe and it helps me out greatly. If you've enjoyed this vlog, please give it a thumbs up, and if you want to be notified of future posts, hit that bell icon, guys. So for this session I'm wrapping it up now, so it only leaves me to say stay safe, stay fishing. I'll see you on the next vlog.